So a couple days ago, I met a lady sitting next to me at a concert, and she was talking about the challenge of how to use her practice time. So this is for her and anyone else who is at an intermediate level of practicing and want to have some sort of a practice template. The first thing that I have all my students do is to warm up with scales and arpeggios. And it's much more than just getting your fingers warmed up. It's about finding the mind-body connection. So in terms of how you're listening to the sound, how you're actually feeling the keys with your fingers, how you are translating what you feel and what you hear into making changes and adjustments for the next approach and the next turn. How is your thumb and your wrist and your elbow and your upper arm all responding to what you're doing? How you are releasing tension. So those are some of the major topic areas that you can consider as you're working on your fundamentals. Now, after about 10 minutes of that, and please do have a limit for everything you do because otherwise it can go on forever. So 10 minutes of fundamentals, and then I would go into 10 minutes of preparation, thinking about mental practicing, which is a whole other topic of how do you actually generate an artistic vision of what you want to sound like. And then you go from there. And depending on your relationship to the piece of music that you're working on, your strategy can be very different. So for instance, somebody who is in the opening game, you want to spend a lot of time studying the score, the layers of information, all the musical elements that's in the score. And then secondly, you want to be in the middle stage thinking more about targeting spots. I always have 3 spots, 3 priorities in a piece, and you limit. When you have a limit, you get more focused. You get more focused in on what you're trying to accomplish, and you just work on those 3 spots until they really feel good before you go on to find new spots to work on. If you're in the end game already, you want to be doing extra videotaping of yourself to review, to have feedback for yourself. You want to be playing for other people, playing for coaches, playing so that you get a different elevated sense of the connection between you and the piece. And in terms of the practice timing then, so you have started with 10 minutes of scales and arpeggios in an artistic way. You have 10 minutes of mental practicing and really trying to figure out what you want to make different in your playing today in this hour. And then I want to suggest this, and it's going to be probably the hardest thing in the hour to do, is to take a break. And I don't mean take a break as in get out your phone and check your social media. I mean to take the phone as far as possible out of the room to really focus on what does your body need. Do you need to move, get up and stretch? Do you need to breathe? Do you need to drink some water? All those things are actually really important for us to reset and refocus and really get into the next 20 minutes of deep learning. So if you skip the 5 minutes of break, you will be compromised and you will already be holding tension and some exhaustion from the first 20 minutes, and then it will compromise your productivity. Now, once we get into the second 20-minute segment, then really go for what you're trying to achieve. You might use this time to videotape yourself and think about what it is that was different than last time, was better or not as good, what is consistent, what is lacking in energy, all these different variables. This is your time to really explore, and don't be afraid of making mistakes because that is part of how we explore. It means that you are going out of your comfort zone to do actual work. After the 20 minutes, another 5-minute break to get in touch with yourself. What do you need? What will calm you down? What will refresh your mind? Maybe get the blood flowing and do a little 1-minute dance. I don't know what you like to do. And then end with 10 minutes of just pure enjoyment, creativity. What is it that gets you really excited about the piano? Remember why you wanted to play the piano in the first place. So this is the summary of something that I would give to a student who is an intermediate level to help them have a plan going into it. Every little piece of it is customizable, and how it works really depends on how you respond to it. So listen to yourself, listen to your hands, to your body, listen to your emotions. Are you able to find satisfaction out of that hour? Have fun practicing.